Okay, bestie, grab your iced coffee, your emotional support pillow, or whatever you need, because today's topic is literally the kind of thing that makes fandoms explode into sparkles. If you thought Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan couldn't get any softer, any sweeter, or any more I'm gonna scream into my hand because they're too cute, well, surprise. Their anniversary getaway just dropped into the fandom universe like a meteor full of butterflies. And obviously, the internet is losing its entire mind. So, let's dive into everything, every soft look, every low-key romantic vibe, every tiny moment that fans swear is proof the universe ships them harder than we ever could. Because trust me, this anniversary trip, it was a whole novella. The vibe, calm, cozy, and heart-melting. From the moment the first blurry fan photo leaked, yes, the kind that's taken at a potato resolution but somehow still causes chaos, the internet knew something was up. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan weren't just seen traveling. Nope, the vibe was different, softer, calmer, like two people who weren't rushing to catch flights or hiding behind masks and hoodies. Instead, they moved with that subtle energy people get when they already feel at home just by being next to each other. And honestly, fans picked up on it instantly. You don't even need HD photos when the vibe is that loud. Reports said they slipped off for a quiet anniversary trip, and let's be real, no matter how private these two like to be, some moments just can't help but shine through. And this time, those moments were straight out of a romance drama. It started with a simple airport moment, but it was enough. Let's talk about the airport moment, because fans still aren't over it. Apparently, both of them arrived in super relaxed fits. No luxury logos screaming for attention, no overstyled celebrity look, just comfy jackets, soft caps, sneakers, and that kind of peaceful aura that makes you think, oh yeah, they're in vacation mode. But what made fans melt wasn't the outfits. It was the way they walked. Not too close, not too far, matching pace without even trying. The kind of effortless sync that says everything without saying a word. Some fans swear the two shared quick glances, tiny smiles, and that one moment where Yibo slowed down to wait for Xiao Zhan, who was adjusting his bag. And listen, anyone who has ever traveled with someone they care about knows how that feels. Soft, natural, comforting. And the fandom? Oh, people were already dying. Their destination, a quiet, romantic, low-key paradise. While neither of them posted anything directly, because privacy matters, okay, fans pieced things together like forensic detectives with PhDs in celebrity movements. Rumor says they went somewhere cozy, mountains, lakes, quiet streets, warm lighting at night, basically the kind of place that's perfect for anniversary vibes without screaming anniversary vibes. Some witnesses said they saw two men cycling by a lakeside path. One wearing a green jacket suspiciously similar to something Yibo owns. Another wearing a black sweater that fans instantly linked to Xiao Zhan's style. Coincidence? Maybe, but the internet said, nope, that's them, and honestly, the energy checks out. One cafe owner reportedly mentioned that two polite customers came in, ordered warm drinks, and sat by the window talking quietly for a long time. They weren't loud, they weren't trying to be seen, just sitting close, smiling occasionally, enjoying a slow moment in life like normal humans. But the way people described their body language? Too familiar, too gentle, these two know each other deeply. Even if we don't have official confirmation, everything lines up too perfectly with their styles, their schedules, their personalities. And fans? They're not letting go of this narrative. Anniversary energy was everywhere whether they said it or not. Here's the thing. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan don't need to announce anything. Their silence is louder than most people's press releases. And honestly, the way they moved during this trip spoke louder than any caption could. Two people walking through a quiet street lined with warm lamps, hands tucked into their pockets because the night breeze is a little chilly. One of them nudges the other when they see something funny. The other rolls his eyes but ends up smiling quietly. Like he's used to this, like he actually loves it. That's the softer kind of intimacy. The one you can't fake. Some fans even joked that this anniversary felt like one of those healing, slice-of-life movies where the main characters rediscover the meaning of comfort just by being together. Was it their anniversary as co-stars? As longtime friends? As two souls with a bond fans refuse to stop analyzing? Doesn't matter. The vibe was anniversary enough. Small moments, big reactions. The internet is wild, okay? Give them one blurry photo, and suddenly there are essays, fan edits, slow-motion breakdown videos, emotional threads, and people crying because their energy is so soft today. Here are some moments fans can't stop talking about, not in bullet points, just stories that got everyone whipped. A fan claimed they saw Yibo gently fixing Xiao Zhan's hood because it kept flipping due to the wind. That single action alone created a tsunami in the fandom. Another fan said Xiao Zhan held a warm drink with two hands while Yibo looked like he was quietly amused by it. Like he had seen that habit 100 times before. Then, apparently, there was a moment where they exchanged a look, just a simple look before crossing a street. You know the kind of look where you silently say, "You good?" "Yeah, I'm good." That unspoken language between two people absolutely destroys fans in the softest way. Was every story confirmed? Of course not, but that's the magic. Fans feel the warmth, the gentleness, the closeness, and honestly, sometimes the feeling is the real moment. Fans react, "I'm crying, they're too cute." The reactions were next-level dramatic in the most wholesome way. People threw around phrases like, "Why are they acting like an old married couple on holiday? This trip feels domestic. I'm actually going insane, they look so soft together. How do two humans radiate this much comfort?" On TikTok, edits using soft background music started popping up within hours. Twitter, or X, if we pretend that name stuck, was basically just a giant cuddle puddle of fan emotions. Even fans who weren't hardcore shippers couldn't deny it. The energy was really, really sweet. Their softness felt so natural. What makes their dynamic stand out, what makes people melt, is how unforced it feels. No flashiness, no look at us, no exaggerated gestures just for show. Instead, their interactions always feel rooted in understanding, mutual respect, familiarity, a sense of peace. Both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan had insane years, busy schedules, public pressure, non-stop projects. But when they're together, it feels like a breath of fresh air. Like they can pause, slow down, be real. That's why this anniversary getaway hit the fandom so hard. The softness wasn't dramatic, it was simple. And sometimes, the simplest moments hit the deepest. The unspoken bond fans keep talking about. People love analyzing them, and honestly, with good reason. The way they talk about each other in interviews. The tiny ways their personalities complement each other. How their presence together always feels balanced. Yibo's calm, observant energy matches Xiao Zhan's warm, gentle vibe. One is more reserved, the other more expressive. But when you put them together, they create this soft, glowing harmony that fans can't get enough of. This trip, it reminded people of that bond again. It reminded fans of their early days filming together, their behind-the-scenes laughter, their shared memories that still surface years later, and the way their chemistry hasn't faded one bit. The anniversary label, however fans interpret it, simply added an extra sparkle to that connection. The couple energy accusations resurface? Again, let's be honest, every tiny moment between these two somehow becomes proof of something bigger. But the anniversary trip? Oh, it launched a fresh wave of domestic couple energy jokes that absolutely took over the internet. Fans love teasing. They travel like a couple. They communicate like a couple. They protect each other like a couple. They look at each other like a couple. And whether or not any of it is true behind the scenes, the banter is half the fun. Because these observations come from a place of admiration, and maybe a tiny bit of delusion, but like, the cute kind. The trip ends, but the warm feeling stays. Eventually, they returned, quietly, calmly, just like they left. No drama, no statement, no chaos, just two people stepping back into their regular lives. But fans noticed something. Both of them looked relaxed. Not exhausted, not stressed, relaxed, like the trip really did give them space to breathe. That alone made the fandom melt even harder. Because whatever the purpose of their anniversary getaway was, celebration, rest, bonding, escaping the noise, it clearly worked. And that's what fans love to see. Their favorites happy, calm, and glowing a little softer than usual. And that, bestie, is why the internet is still floating somewhere between the clouds and the moon over this anniversary getaway. Whether you see them as close friends, soul partners, long-term companions, or just two artists with a once-in-a-generation connection, one thing's for sure, they share a warmth that feels rare in the celebrity world. A softness that slips through even when they try to stay private. Their anniversary trip wasn't flashy. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a public spectacle. It was just gentle, quiet, full of the kind of small, intimate moments that make fans feel warm inside. And honestly, that's exactly why it became a whole fandom event. So if your heart feels a little softer after hearing all that, same. Absolutely same. Stay tuned, stay hydrated, stay emotionally stable, or try to. And I'll see you in the next story that's guaranteed to make your heart do that squishy thing again.